Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it down the left. Hits the crease. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the quarterback.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Using his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
That's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Back to pass. Right on the money. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Grab near the marker. It's Jeffrey. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Complete to the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Ducks in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of an awesome kickoff return.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. Now, this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Moving out of the pocket. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The give to the left. Turning it on. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now adjusting. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll move the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They want to run this quarterback. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. He breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Now, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover to swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Sends it back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. It'll be 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the pass in Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Finds his back in the middle. At the 35, he's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. There's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a group.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside to hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd. They'll go to the air. Release to the back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Brady. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He wants to change this route. Toss sweep to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on third down. Able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Kitchings. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's caught. It's Kitchings. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Ducks want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jeffrey. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy thrower.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Might be changing the route. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he's brought down after a huge completion. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Throws into the middle of the field. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by just 1 over Baylor. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On the move, he fires. On target to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
to the well. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job to get down there to avoid the hit with the slide. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running behind that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Got the back over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Ducks are on the move.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't...
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're facing a 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He's going for it all. Holds it in on the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
They dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to keep it in the air. Might be looking to run. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in the first down and more. Touchdown, Oregon! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, this is a quarterback who's used to using his athleticism to his advantage and burning defenses, but there was nothing going there. Great job by the defense, taking everything away and forcing a run for a loss, as that quarterback was smart to get out of bounds.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Kitchings. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. You're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Buying some time. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. The give to the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the toss. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here. Plays together. They've got some momentum. They got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
On the run, it's Ropes. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can do with the return. And not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Got him in the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Going right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
If he runs this back, this game's over. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay, and now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick a field goal here and win.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down. Any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. Say, okay.
Hey, that's why you don't fucking panic. When NCAA want to get niggas the game, that's why you don't fucking panic. Now, I'm gone. Happy New Year. Get the fuck off my field, nigga.
At the 22-yard line.